This game recap is brought to you by IBC Bank. IBC Bank, we do more. San Antonio Reagan's dominating run in District 26-6A came to an end last week as they lost to San Antonio Johnson by a touchdown. The loss ended Reagan's 27-game district winning streak and their 4-year run as undisputed district champions. However, tonight's matchup against San Antonio Madison even bigger because it determines the two teams' playoff fate. San Antonio Johnson on your screen 5-0. Reagan and Madison each 3-1. They're both into the playoffs. Both will go Division I. Churchill and MacArthur will play Friday night. Most likely the winner will take the last playoff spot in Division II. Now back to the matchup, San Antonio Reagan against Madison. Both teams 3-1 in district play. The winner will get a home playoff game, most likely against Buda Hayes. The loser will have to go up to Austin to take on Lake Travis. Needless to say, a big dearth in the first round potential opponents for these two teams. Let's check out the highlights presented by IBC Bank from Hero Stadium, located on Gilliam Island. And there is Spencer Gilliam. Number 10 had a huge first quarter that Madison would rather forget about as he took them on a 3-hour tour of Gilliam's Island. Mavericks punting early in the contest. Gilliam said, "Offense, we don't need you quite yet." He housed the punt 76 yards all the way back to sender in a quick 7-0 Reagan lead. Great blocking by the Stone Oak team. Later in the quarter, Madison kicking off after a touchdown to Gilliam. If you ignore history, you tend to repeat it. "84 yards this time for another special team score. Gilliam with a punt return and a kickoff return for touchdowns in the first 9 minutes. A quick 21-7 lead.
I got to give up to the punt return team, kickoff return team. I saw the gap and I ran as fast as I could through it, and I have to get a touchdown, but I have to give all the credit to them. They really set me up for it.
The skipper still not done yet giving the Mavericks problems. Quarterback Dante Hagan's pass intercepted by the senior. Number 10 was a perfect 10 in the first quarter.
The receiver ran a dig or some route like that inside, and the quarterback overthrew a little to the outside, I think, and I just happened to be in the right spot.
Spence is a heck of a player, very dynamic. He has the ability to make people miss and has some turbos, and I was really excited to see him do what he does in the kicking game tonight and kind of kickstart the game off for us. He was kind of the spark plug for that.
Ensuing drive into the second quarter, John Carrington, he gave Madison fits also. 12 of his 107 rushing yards on this score, 31-7 at recess, as the Carrington cheer section approved that touchdown. Of note, Reagan scored on every drive other than kneel downs at the end of each half. After the offense was able to take most of the first half off, it was needed big time in the second half. Connor Fox came alive in the third quarter. He had a pair of touchdown catches from Travis Staley of 20 and 32 yards.
Carrington did a good job running and set us up for a good play call, and then Travis just threw it up, and that's what me and Travis do.
Reagan defense needed both of them because Madison scored touchdowns on every possession in the second half. Quarterback Dante Higgins had 4 touchdown runs in the second half to try to keep the Mavericks in it. But Staley matched Madison touchdown for touchdown, a 1-yard scoring run, his second of the contest, with 7:40 remaining, finally put the game away. The Snake is happy, 55-43 the final, as Reagan beat Madison for the 5th straight year. They clinch a home playoff game as they will look to get out of round 1 for the first time in 3 years.
Offense was ginning tonight. Travis did a great job tonight, and the receiving core was on point. John Carrington carried a huge load for us tonight, and some ground and pound action, and the offensive line seemed to continue to get better. We got some things we need to go back and fix on defense, and we're going to hold each other accountable as coaches and players, and we'll go back to the drawing board and see where we're missing the boat, because this is 2 games in a row where we've come out and not done our job on defense, and offense had to bail us out tonight.
It was a tough second half. We kept scoring, they kept scoring, and they were just doing a good job offensively. So are we.
We try to forget what happened last year, and we know home game is really big for us, and we're getting better as a team. We're getting stronger, this Madison offense was really good offense with their quarterback, but we're going to get better.
Reagan's win clinched the district title for Johnson, their first in school history, although the Rattlers could still get a piece of the title with a win over Roosevelt and if Madison beats Johnson next week. Rattlers likely will host Buda Hayes in round 1, a team that they have beaten in the regular season the last 2 years. Reporting from San Antonio, I'm Greg Sherman for Friday Night Glory.